So here we are, downtown New York City. That there is the famous Flatiron Building, the proto skyscraper of New York City with the newer skyscrapers right next to it. If I pan this way, you would see, you can just make out the, you know what that one is, Empire State Building. And we are here today at Birreria, rooftop brewery, New York City style. Today we're doing an experimental beer up here at Birreria, where we kind of combine the best of Italian ingredients and American ingredients in all our cask-conditioned beers. So we're using Eataly's pine nuts, which goes into the pestos that Mario and Chef Alex and the gang here do. And the first step is getting the oils out of the pine nuts. You can see the layers of the oils that we're skimming off using gravity and old school homebrew rig that Brad put together to take off a lot of the solids, so they're not pulling a lot of oil into this beer, which would really kill head retention and retard fermentation. The pine nuts are most happy while listening to House of Pain. So when Dogfish opened in '95, we were at like Half Barrel Brewery doing about 12 gallons at a time, so we were nano before nano was cool. But this system is actually called, is it a Piccolo?
It's a Piccolo brewery.
Piccolo brewery, which is kind of the Italian version of a nano brewing system. But it's a beautiful copper-clad JV Northwest 3.5 barrel brew house. This brewery here at Birreria is pretty unique in that 100% of our production comes straight out of uni tanks, no filtrations, and everything brewed on site is naturally carbonated and served from Firkins. So these are the specialty honeys that'll be going into Pine Nut Brown. This chestnut honey, real dark, rich, and bitter, comes from the Torino region here. And this one's the estate honey of Joe Bastianich and his family. And that's more of an earthy, sweeter, less bitter honey. And that comes from the region up by the Austrian border, up toward at the top of the boot. So they'll bring a lot of complexity and some fermentable sugars into this beer. So now you can see the pine nuts toasted, and we are kind of just giving them a last little rinse with paper towel, take off the last bit of oil. Then we'll chop half up, put them in the mash tun, and leave the other half whole, put them in a big old mesh bag, and drop them in the boil as you would, specialty malts in home brewing. So this is it, end of boil. We just added all the honeys, and now submerging a big old sack of pine nuts, and that is the brewing of Pine Nut Brown.